This technique is designed to quickly control Uke's head and attack arm. To avoid the tanto, the initial move is sliding forward to the outside of the attack arm. Nage then turns 180 degrees, sliding back 2 steps before dropping to the inside knee. Nage's hand blade blends with the attack arm's inside elbow, unbalancing Uke forward. Then Uke is driven back by a strong centered movement before wrapping the neck. The throw in this technique is accomplished by applying the kotegaeshi at the wrist in unison with a strong, centered movement. There are 2 ways to turn Uke over before applying the submission. In this method, Nage grasps Uke's inside elbow, pushing down and across. An alternate method is to maintain the hold with both hands while moving to the other side. If Uke withdraws the weapon, Nage follows this movement, not resisting it. This variation exemplifies the concept of taking advantage of Uke's movement and momentum. This technique can apply devastating force to the elbow and shoulder. Uke must throw his legs out to the rear to avoid injury. Nage makes initial contact on Uke's forearm, rolling it forward to position the wrist pulse side up. The force of a subtle hip turn toward uke is transmitted through contact between the upper arms, dropping uke quickly. This technique may also be finished in the kneeling position. Kneeling provides a stable position for controlling uke and removing the weapon. But if the technique is done correctly, it is not necessary to add vertical force to uke's shoulder for effectiveness of this technique. In this omote form of the Sonkyo technique, uke is driven back by transmitting nage's centered movement to uke's wrist. The tanto may be removed safely just prior to cutting uke down. During the initial movement, it is helpful to maintain contact with the attack arm and elbow. Otherwise, uke can redirect the attack with lethal consequences. This is the ura variation of Sonkyo. As Nage steps behind for the takedown, his free hand applies downward force to uke's elbow, driving him to the mat. Keeping both hands centered allows the power of this technique to emanate from the turning center. In this technique, Nage simply steps back to avoid the attack. While driving the attack arm forward, Nage must remain well extended to avoid the weapon. Note that Nage's hand, which is on the same side as the attack arm, remains in a guard position during the initial movement. The guard hand transitions to the elbow for the takedown. Without the guard hand in place, Uke may avoid Nage's grasp and finish with a devastating slash. In this pin, Nage places his middle finger firmly inside the elbow to relax Uke's arm. In this pin, Nage presses down sharply on the elbow, again relaxing the arm, and pulls up by the sleeve. In this pin, Nage presses Uke's thumb firmly against the tanto handle, causing his grip to release. It is useful to have options, even after beginning a technique. Here, Nage changes from the previous Gokyo to a different technique, Kotegaeshi. While passing under the attack arm, Nage's elbow hand slides down to pick up the Kotegaeshi hold. Nage uses his elbow to distract Uke's attention while passing through. Stepping back in a circular fashion avoids the attack. Nage then takes the wrist of the attack arm with both hands. Using good extension, Nage can pass under the attack arm to complete the Shihonage technique. To control and remove the tanto, the pin must be held strongly to the mat. In this technique, the tanto may be removed before the pin. At the point where Uke is controlled by the Shihonage hold, Nage may take the weapon, careful not to contact the cutting edge of the blade. Avoiding the attack with a 180-degree turn, Nage positions his arm under the elbow of the attack arm and keeps the weapon controlled by holding the pulse side of Uke's wrist. This version of the technique involves curling the arm to hyperextend Uke's elbow, causing him to react to the discomfort. Nage removes the tanto before the throw by sliding his hand down as Uke releases his grip due to the elbow lock. This technique is more commonly done with a straight rather than a curling arm. Keeping the palm up, Nage hyperextends the elbow with a lifting motion before initiating the throw.